Yo, this is Dova Blackhat Gaming. I do RPG games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout and many more. Subscribe to see more and enjoy the video.
What did you need?
Say so.
Do not fret, Wilhelm. You will grow up to be a great warrior.
Hey,
I am
don't
sure.
sniff me too much.
But only if I
All
keep
right.
practicing. I'll go do that right now.
Do you need something?
Hey, mister.
Greetings. About 100 years after we first arrived in Falskaar, explorers figured out roughly where we were. It appears we are far to the northeast of Tamriel. However, we aren't sure how far. A great magic seems to surround this land, and a voyage to Tamriel takes far less time than we think it should. But nobody is certain why. The only thing we are certain of is that we are on Nirn. Same stars, same moons. At least, this magic makes it appear that way. A very long time ago, a man claimed to have been spoken to directly by the gods themselves. They foretold a prophecy of sorts. The gods told him that they who arrived through the shimmering wall marked the start of the worst, and that they were deemed the traveler. This tale spread, and eventually became somewhat of a legend in Falskaar. However, nothing ever happened, and the gate in Muzubdan remained dormant. Until now. You have come through from Skyrim. What does that mean? Are you the brave soul the man spoke of? If so, what does that mean is about to happen? The land has already been riddled with war and death. We can't take much more of it. We have trade with Tamriel, and had ships run back and forth for hundreds of years. So they know about us, though we are certainly out of the way. I am curious as to how these mercenaries you speak of learned about the specific gate, and the tools to activate it. We aren't even sure how it was done 700 years ago. This is certainly something I would like to look into sooner or later. The technology could provide useful for us, for all of Nirn. And it would give Brother Thorlo something to do. Most of the ships that run between Falskaar and Skyrim have stopped, or sunk. Bandits and risky seas make it a dangerous business. However, I believe there is still one man crazy enough to run a charter. Head to the docks along the coast to the southeast and speak to Wolf. What? What led him to believe that? Such a statement cannot be taken lightly. This is bad news. It could very well mean the start of another war. Thank you for bringing me this information. Please, accept this token of my appreciation. I hate to ask more of you. You have already saved one of my people. But I don't have much choice. Long ago, when there was war between my family and the Yunvaldirs, there was a group of monks that served as our wise men and court wizards. They have since retired to a simpler life, but their roots are still there. They may know what Ingvar is up to. Please, go to Balin Priory, to the southwest, and talk to Brother Thorlo. See if he knows anything.
Staying safe? Yes? We aren't really sure. Its location would obviously suggest that the Dwemer people built it, but there is little evidence to prove it. We've seen no signs of this kind of technology in other Dwemer ruins, so we can't do much beyond speculate. The scholars in Weizemonstedt were potentially studying it, but none of their research made it out, so we'd have to start from scratch. Due to the continuous conflict in the land, researching the portal further simply hasn't been something we focused on yet. Perhaps someday, though. Not really. I know they're a growing problem and are all over Falskaar, but nothing else. That couldn't be. Unless Ingvar is trying to start another war. Regardless, we cannot help. 700 years ago, Shor saved our ancestors so that we could flourish in this land and absorb its knowledge, not tear it apart with war. We will not help instigate another one with the Unvalders. Of course, we are so loyal to the Borvalders. If it comes to it, we will fight by Kigagnar's side until victory or Sovngarde takes us. See ya.
What did you need?
What did Brother Thorlo have to say? Unless he instigates war. He sent men to kidnap and interrogate one of our people, and he blankets the land with his mercenaries. Is that not a declaration of war? Very well. We shall work without their help. For now. I need you to do something else for me. Bandits have overrun the docks, and have cut off trade with Skyrim. Please, go to the docks and kill all the bandits. Then talk to Henrik. He runs the trade store there. Ask him if he learned anything helpful while the bandits were there.
Die already! I dare you! A bow? Come on! You were going to... this.
So bad.
Marvelous.
Yes.
What is it?
Thank you for what you did. We were getting ready to make a move. I couldn't let them do anything to Freya or Galen. Please, accept this. It's the least I can do. Actually, yes I do. They were staying in the Hjalmar Armory, just northwest of here. You're looking for them, aren't you? Here, let me mark it on your map for you. A long time now. We got married almost 10 years ago, and had Galen shortly afterwards. Our anniversary's coming up soon. I do need some help getting Freya's gift. I don't suppose you'd be willing to give me a hand, would you? Good. You look like the kind of person who may enjoy what this entails. I want to get Freya something special for our 10th year together. Her mother used to always wear a brilliant sapphire necklace, a gift from her father. She wore it all the time. When we were just kids, her parents were killed by highwaymen. Her mother must have hidden the necklace because the bandits didn't take it. The guard gave Freya the necklace and she kept it close. However, the bandits must have figured out she had it because they broke in a few days later and stole it from her. It was all Freya had left of her parents and it never was recovered. I want to give Freya some of those memories back and make a replica of that necklace. It won't be the real thing, but I think it will mean just as much to her. Rengar of Amber Creek is capable of crafting such a fine piece. However, he'll need a very special gem to do so. I need you to go to Grimrot Grotto and recover a priceless sapphire, then take it to Rengar. He can then remake the necklace, and I can surprise Freya with it. The tricky part is that the gem is believed to be guarded by the crew of the sunken ship that once carried it. They still walk the cave, but they aren't living anymore, if you understand what I mean. If you do all this and get me the necklace, I'd be forever in your debt. The grotto is down the coast, far to the west. Alright, if you insist. It's mostly covered in ruins, and hollow reminders of this land's dark past. There's the old lighthouse, supposedly haunted, Dragonbone Perch from the time of the dragons, and Grimrot Grotto, where pirates used to birth. Until the mountain shifted and it collapsed, sinking the fort above and trapping the men inside. They say the crew still roams the caverns inside. And last, there's the ruins of Holmer, an ancient Nordic fishing village. Gods know how they survived living on the coast like that. Skyrim? You'd need to take a boat. Wolf has one right here at the docks. Talk to him about it. I'm sure you two can arrange something. Besides you saving us from the bandits, which thank you again for that. If you're looking for adventure, talk to Wolf. He's been going on lately about that lighthouse. There are stories about that place. Doesn't sound too good. Speak to Wolf if you're interested. See ya.
How have you been, friend? Well, actually, no. I'm all right. I recently found something that's brought up a lot of questions about some old friends. Two friends of my parents. They ran the lighthouse a long time ago. Jenna and Alvar were friends of my parents when my mother was pregnant with me. A long time ago. They lived in the lighthouse and kept it running, guiding boats in during storms or dark nights. One day, out of nowhere, they left on a trip to Skyrim. A few days later, they were supposed to return, by boat, of course. That night there was a particularly nasty storm, and they never made it home. After they weren't heard from for several days, a guardsman went up to check on them, to see if they were alright. He was never seen or heard from again, and so rumors arose about that place being haunted. As far as I know, nobody has stepped foot in that place since that guard, and that was damn near 50 years ago. Well, it was all ghost tales and bedtime stories. Until recently. I was walking on the beach the other day, clearing my head before running a shipment to Skyrim, and I found something. In a small dugout on the beach was a sack of old coins and a letter. These coins, they're really old, must have been on that beach for ages, and the letter was from my parents. I think it belonged to Jaina. Why would they hide something like this on the beach? What happened to them? Now I really want to find out. Oh, I couldn't possibly ask you to do that. Nobody knows what's in there. It could be dangerous. I guess if you really want to, I can't stop you. Just be careful, and let me know if you find out what happened to them. The coast may look docile and beautiful, but it's just as deadly as the rest of Falskaar. We don't have much lore from before our arrival, but what we do have refers to this place as the Dread Coast. It used to shield the land from the Arctic winds, and was one of the most dangerous places on the entire island. The shoreline is littered with sunken reminders of the treachery that lies behind those calm waves. It's so bad that I'm the only one who still runs a boat to Skyrim, at least officially. The shores also serve as an inlet for swarms of bandits and hired blades, ready to pillage the land and take all that we have left. But I'm probably just making it sound worse than it is. We get by. It isn't always easy, but we make do. Oi there, name's Wolf. I'm the captain of the ship docked here. I wanted to thank you for helping out. Damned bandits snuck up on us. Now, I also wanted to offer to you the service of my boat. If you need to travel between Falskaar and Skyrim, as long as I'm in port, I'll take you. However, it won't be free. I wish it could be, but travel simply costs too much these days. It'll be 500 gold a trip. I know it's a bit steep, but I'll shift my schedule for your convenience. Hopefully that's alright. It's the best I can offer. The trip takes less than a day. Just hop on the boat whenever you need to go and I'll get things in order. You can even have the top bunk. Safe travels.
Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon. See you all on the next video. Enjoy life. And stay.